Hey yo, and welcome to Brawl. My name is Brian, and Morgan Luttrell shuts up these unhinged hecklers who try to derail his town hall. This is wild. Let's dive in.
My name is Sarah, and here's the question. Where do you, I'm talking about you personally, stand on the return of Abrego Garcia?
Okay, all right. Give me a second, all right, let's go, all right. I got it. So, and I'm trying to do my best to gather as much information as possible here. Hang on. Everybody take a breath.
No due process.
All right, hang on. All right, everybody take a deep breath. So I haven't had the opportunity in DC to ask these questions to the leadership, so I'm gathering information as best I can over the phone and what I'm watching and seeing on TV, okay? And this is my stance, all right? Because from what I understand it right now, the process, the court systems are in discovery trying to figure out exactly what's going on. The way that I understand it, hang on, guys, everybody take, hang on.
Okay, we're going to have to close the meeting if we don't do it. We don't listen.
Hey, all right, come on now. All right, we're doing good. The way that I understand it is, yes, he is an illegal alien, okay? And yes, ma'am, he is absolutely here illegally. Yes, ma'am. There's court documentation from Maryland that states that he's here illegally. They had it on Newsday. Okay. Well, I don't have it in my pocket. Let me finish. All right. So you guys leave? You come to give me a hug, or you gonna hit me? Okay. It's okay. Hey, look, we all live here together. It's our job to do this. We're good. You leave? All right. Y'all have a very blessed day. Okay. Let me finish. All right. Just let's chat about this. All right. So he is here illegally. And from what I understand, when he was detained, he was with two other MS-13 members, which is a terrorist organization, in which he was deported. So the argument is, that's why I'm saying, hey, it's in the court system right now. All right, hear me out. But I understand, so he is an illegal immigrant, as I understand it, illegal immigrant, MS-13 member. But, his wife filed a restraining order on him for beating on him. Yep. That's okay? I didn't think it was okay either.
I can almost not believe what I just watched. I am almost at a loss for words. I've been saying this time and time again, that liberals' brains are just fundamentally broken in this country. And you can just chalk it up to old-fashioned Trump derangement syndrome, all right? We've been dealing with this for the better part of a decade now. I think it's closing in on a decade, actually, when Donald Trump came down the escalator. But how has it gotten to this? All right? How did we get this far? That there's an entire political party, an entire political movement, people at this town hall actually believe that Abrego Garcia is indeed an American citizen and deserves to be here. How did it come to this? Listen, I don't know how Morgan Luttrell is able to handle this sort of crowd. I know what Marjorie Taylor Greene would have done. She would have kicked them out immediately, and they would have deserved it. Seriously, when you go back and look at this footage, you'll notice something very weird is going on. And that is, for some insipid reason, Democrats, when given the truth, refuse to believe it. Now, they're not all like this. I've worked with many people on both sides of the aisle. I've worked with good Democrats, I've worked with bad Republicans, but this is the rank and file voter. This is a town hall, and they're cheering for him. How did it get this bad? I I have been talking about how education has destroyed the minds of two entire generations now. But those people are my age, maybe a little older, but not much. These people are all either senior citizens or very close to that point. These are people who have nothing better to do but sit at their couches at home watching CNN and watching that news network give them tripe and drivel and nonsense, and they're spewing it out as truth. Folks, we have a bad problem with not just the mainstream media, not just a Trump derangement syndrome. These people have been feasting on essentially tripe. Nothing but low-hanging tripe. How do you reconcile that? And then they're screaming about, oh, we're talking about due process. Okay. The Supreme Court had to overturn a lower court ruling because they thought it was in excess. What they ruled was specifically for the Trump administration to go, hey, maybe you should bring this guy back. He needs another round of hearings, because that's how the paperwork is supposed to be filed. Well, folks, Donald Trump has then one avenue here, and that is go to President Bukele of El Salvador and say, can we please have this guy back? And Bukele has laughed in his face and said no. And that's what happened at the White House just the other day. Bukele said no. Trump has done what he's supposed to do. He followed judicial orders to deport this dude because there were outstanding deportation orders on this guy. And then another court said, maybe we need to bring him back. And then a Democrat senator from Maryland, Van Houten, decided it'd be a good idea to try to visit that Supermax prison and bring back Abrego Garcia by himself. This isn't just a town hall, okay? This isn't just a random political movement. This is a psychosis that I think is going to be studied by archaeologists, by paleontologists, pretty much anyone with a PhD in about 100 years is going to look back and wonder, what was wrong with the American people at that time? You know, I'm wearing a shirt that says Senate and People of Rome, and one of the reasons Rome fell, at least in the Western Roman Empire, is because their elites simply got a little too full of themselves, never evolved, never bothered to move forward, and that was the very Roman spirit that kept that empire going for so long. It should have collapsed in the 3rd century, not in the 5th, but ultimately you had a whole host of people, wealthy elites, like these senior citizens, like these rich white liberals, who just refuse to deal with reality. They simply put, refuse to deal with the truth that Morgan Luttrell is trying to tell them. And it's simply this, that Abrego Garcia was correctly deported. This man should have never been in our country to begin with, and he has violent tendencies, not to mention ties to MS-13, okay? And we have a whole section of the Democrat Party trying to defend him. And then, by the way, go back and watch the tape. All the people that were screaming, with the exception of one, there was one, maybe two male voices screaming out. They're for the most part women. These old, rich, white liberals, simply put, do not understand reality. They have removed themselves from it, and now they are acting upon it politically. This is a problem. So let me know what the solution is down in the comments below. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that we've gotten to this point, but we're in trouble. All right, our democracy cannot survive this level of insipid stupidity. And it's happening amongst the very people that think that they are the brightest among us. This is beyond a bless your heart sort of situation here. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. My name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed that segment here on Politibrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Till then, y'all have a good one.